You all know we love to do this every 2 weeks. So come on in, join the conversation. Let's have a conversation. And you know what, Silk? I love conversation. Get your coffee, get your tea, get your mochas, whatever you're drinking on. Get your lemonade if it's sunny out. It could be rainy out.
Mm-hmm.
You may just want a cup of tea.
Mm-hmm.
Honey, get it because we're going to have a conversation today. So come on in, everybody, on Getter. We stared up a harness nest. You know, I try not to jump into these fights, Silk, because, you know, I can't stay on 10. Can I get a little piece of paper right there? I
Uh-huh.
can't stay on 10
Uh-huh.
all day. And so I said, oh, this will be a nice topic for coffee and conversation.
Okay.
And so I want everybody to come on in. And I want to give everybody a moment to come on in before we even get started with the conversation. And some people over here is going to be new. Some people you may think they're trolls. Don't worry about it. We're trying not to block. If they get nasty, we'll block the trolls. But if they're not nasty, let them say whatever they have to say because I get it. I understand it. You have some people agreeing with us today that normally don't agree with us. And I'm on your side when you're right.
That's right.
When you're right, I'm right there with you. But when you're wrong, we're going to point out the inconsistencies and the wrong. So you all come on in, tell your friends, tell your family members, tell everybody we're having coffee and conversation for an hour. I like the coffee and conversation because I think it's a moment for us to stop, pause, and talk.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some of the other social media sites won't allow you to do that.
I have an open conversation.
Have an open dialogue.
Yeah.
So we can know where each other is at.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
And that's why whenever you say something that someone else that is maybe opposite your political stance agree with you, that's why they feel like, oh my God, I can't believe that I am agreeing with this person. Actually, if you listen to us more, you'll realize that you agree with us more about a lot more other things. But when they try to censor our voices and keep us separated, well, we can't even have an open conversation.
And not only that, when you have influencers saying don't listen to them, but you can listen to the girl that's got up twerking, talking about she running for something. That's
looking
okay.
like a fool.
That's good. But two Black women who's down with politics, who's trying to tell you right from wrong, who's trying to give it to you from the right perspective. Oh, that's a problem. But if it's a problem, it's got to be a problem. It's going to be solved. And hey, we can solve a world problem today.
That's right.
You see what I'm talking about? So you all come on in. I'm waiting on you all to come on in. I'm waiting on the stream to come on in. And let's have an hour conversation. We absolutely love doing this. Now, I know you don't see our beautiful faces today, so we're doing this as a podcast, but this is Coffee and Conversation. Good afternoon. Somebody said hello from Florida. Spice Girl said hello, beautiful girls. Somebody is in here from Ohio. So let's give the chat time to build so that we can talk today. And you know, you all can ask us questions and we'll answer them. If we choose not to, then we won't. You know how Diamond and Silk roll. Somebody from Toronto. Hey, darling, how are you? Glad that you're on. So just let everybody know that we are here and we're going to have a conversation today. And I want to give everybody time to get on the chat and to build and get your little drink. And I'm not drinking coffee, y'all. I'm drinking water. I'm trying to stay hydrated. Somebody from Alabama and South Carolina. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, everybody, for Coffee and Conversation this week. So a lot of stuff has jumped off in the news, y'all. It's been a lot. I've got me a little list, a little list that I got to hit on with everything that's happening, and just put it on a list so that I can hit on it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay. Somebody from Florida. Yes, we need the president back. Somebody from California. Hey, darling.
Hey, Kelly.
Okay. All right. California is listening. A liberal state is listening. Sharia says she's getting her coffee now. I had a cup of coffee this morning for breakfast. It was so good. You all, it was just really, really good. And I had pancakes, a piece of sausage, and some scrambled eggs. And then I topped it all off with raspberry and walnuts. Okay, yes, I overdid it, but it was so
No,
good.
you didn't overdid it. Do it because you didn't have a whole lot of pancakes, did you?
Yeah, surely, but they were good though. Okay.
Right.
So come on, y'all. Let's just join the conversation. So really, you all, I really wanted to talk about this today because something happened and we must address it. So let me give you all the backstory. I like to give you the backstory because, you know, sometimes when I'm in my feelings, everything be wrong. right? It's just obvious I'll be in my feelings. So I want to give y'all the backstory about a bodega worker allegedly stabbing a man to death in New York. And the backstory is this is what I'm hearing, and according to the New York Post, all right, the video captures uh, the Manhattan bodega worker allegedly stabbing a customer to death after the enraged man came around the counter and attacked him over a bag of chips. So the way I'm hearing the story is it looked like the friend of the friend girl went in to get some potato chips or whatever, and her food stamp card did not work. It was declined.
Okay.
And instead of getting out of the store, going on about your business, getting some more money, I think she summons for the boyfriend to come in. And the boyfriend, I guess he came in. I don't know if he felt disrespected or what. Went behind the counter and started attacking. Had some words with the owner. The bodega worker. Went behind the counter and started attacking the worker.
The worker.
And then the worker pulled out a knife, and the worker allegedly stabbed him to death. I'll say allegedly, because you got to always keep your words clear. And so now they have the worker under, I believe, a $250,000 bond.
Okay.
Because now they're saying that that's murder, right? And so, this story has been on my heart as soon as it broke. I just didn't have a chance to talk about it because so many things has been jumping off in the country. But we had to tweet out something today about it.
Right.
So we tweeted out.
Here it is.
One moment. We tweeted out, no one, and we don't give a damn what color you are, has the right to walk up in a store and assault the store worker because you can't pay for a bag of chips. The bodega worker should not have been charged with anything. This is clearly self-defense. Okay? And I got a hashtag, free the bodega worker. Okay? So, when people that's not on the same side politically start agreeing with you about what's right and wrong, that's really a good thing.
That's right.
That's really a good thing, right? So I don't get like, I don't get all bent out of shape. And I notice on some of these people, some of them got bent out of shape. First of all, let's talk about one thing. Somebody asked, why did we reference race in the tweet? And so let me read the tweet again in case you are clueless. You've been sitting in the back of the bus. You feel offended because when we bring up something about color, you get offended. Or you get offended because of the word COLOR.
COLOR.
Okay. And here is what we say. No one, and we don't give a damn what color you are. No, we don't. That means color. That means we don't care if you black, white, Hispanic, beige. We don't care what color you are.
What color you are.
Is what we're saying.
That's
we
right.
didn't reference one color. See, some of you all get out your feelings. You always in your feelings. Get out of your feelings whenever we say stuff like, we don't give a damn what color you are.
That's
because
right.
It could have been somebody white that could not afford the chips. He still would not have had the right to go behind the counter attacking a worker because he couldn't afford something.
That's right. And then here's another thing too. A lot of people, especially my black brothers and sisters, feel you're not supposed to throw no one black under the bus or talk about no one black or their indiscretion, something that they've done wrong because they're black. You're not supposed to talk about that. And if you do, then you're selling out your black race. And what we're saying is that we don't care who you are.
Right.
We don't care what color you are. It's about right or wrong. Did you do wrong when you walked behind the counter? Did you do wrong when you pushed the guy down in the chair?
That's right.
Did you do wrong when you grabbed him by the shoulder? Did you do wrong? And that's where we are at. We're not on the scale of black and white, pinstripe, polka dot, or plaid.
That's right.
We're on a scale about right or wrong, and we don't care who or what color you are.
Okay, now let me just explain to everybody what's happening. They took away equality. Jim Crow brought us equity. And now we're living under Jim Crow 2.0.
That's right.
And it seems to me that a lot of people feel like they have been given a license to commit criminality,
Yeah.
to commit crime,
Uh-huh.
to steal,
To bully,
to feel like they have a sense of entitlement,
to attack,
they can walk up in the store,
touch somebody's person,
and do anything that they want to.
get in their space.
Now, so when we were coming up, mother and father taught us this.
Mhm.
If you didn't have no money, don't go in the store.
That's
Or
right.
if you go in the store and you ain't got no money to buy it, don't you touch it.
That's right.
That is the way we were raised.
Mhm.
So I can only give it to you from the standpoint of the way our parents raised us.
That's right.
We wouldn't have never walked up in nobody's store
Mhm.
attacking a worker because we didn't have enough money to pay for something.
That's
We
right.
would have gotten out that store and went and found some more pennies
Yep.
to pay for what we needed to pay for and been done with it.
We wouldn't have even went behind the counter.
That's right. But a lot of my brothers and sisters, especially some of my Black brothers and sisters, you are offended because you know this is some so and so, and you know what y'all be doing.
Yep.
When you look on TV, and you can blame the media, every time you turn around, there's a video with somebody Black going in,
Mhm.
messing up somebody's store,
Uh-huh.
disrupting somebody's store, tearing up their store because they didn't get their way.
Yep.
They feel like they have a sense of entitlement. They upset about something.
Mhm.
Back in my day, you couldn't do no mess like
No,
that.
you couldn't.
You couldn't do no
You
mess
couldn't.
like that.
And then even down to a lot of these liberal states, even giving a lot of people the license to go into the store
Mhm.
and only steal up to $900 and some worth of
That's
merchandise
right,
and think you can get away with it. We're not going to lock you up.
That's right.
Even with them giving y'all that false sense of reality, the reality is people is not going to be working hard for their stuff, and you think you can walk your Black ass up in there and steal their stuff. That ain't going to happen.
Not only steal their stuff, but go up in there because you feel like you disrespected and try to beat up on the worker. Let me tell you something. If you had respect for yourself, then you would have had enough money to pay for the chips or
That's
walk
right.
your Black behind out of the store.
That's
now,
right.
everybody want to get all upset because you're making it about color. This was a Black man
Yep.
that was killed because he attacked this worker. Now,
Yep.
somebody, and I want to read to you what they said. Let me see if I can find it,
Mhm.
because they are a little offended that we are sort of defending this immigrant and not the Black American. But my thing is, I don't give a damn if it was Donald Duck. And you all forgive me today for cussing. You know, I only get an hour at night to go off, but I feel led to sort of go off today. I don't care who it was. You, whether you white, Black, pinstripe, polka dot, or plaid, do not have the right to walk up in somebody's store behind the counter and attack anybody because you didn't have enough money to buy some potato chips. Now, I know some of you gonna get offended. Oh, Diamond, everybody ain't like you. Everybody ain't like you. I know you're gonna get offended by that. Well, keep your out the stove if you don't have no money to afford this stuff.
That's
okay?
right. That's
Period.
right.
If you, and I'm seeing, and listen, and y'all be like, "Oh, Diamond, why are you so hard?" Listen. You all gonna have to stop it with this foolishness. You're gonna have to stop it with this foolishness.
Yeah, and you should know.
Go ahead, Sylvia.
No, I'm about to say you should know the difference between right and wrong.
Right, and a lot of you all act like you don't know. And it looks like, especially in New York and other places, these liberal places, they're making criminals as if they're the victims, and the victims as if they are the criminals.
Right.
And this man should be free because this was clearly self-defense. Now, what if this Black boy would have killed this immigrant? Excuse me, let me say it like that. This man over some potato chips.
Right.
And he ain't done nothing. He got up that morning, ate his breakfast, went to work, doing what he's supposed to do.
That's right.
As a law-abiding citizen. And then you got somebody that feel like they disrespect. If you had enough respect for themselves, you would get your behind up. You would have a job. You wouldn't be dependent on the government for anything. And you would have walked up in that store respectfully.
That's right.
Instead of being disrespectful. And now look, so your girlfriend got you killed. And now people think that we're supposed to get out in the street and advocate for the Black American that disrespected a worker by going in there behind the counter to attack the worker. And because he's a Black American. No, he felt like he was self-entitled. And he walked up in that store as if This is what he always do.
Yeah, well, now he's
This
yes.
is what he
It
always.
looked
I looked at
natural
the
to me.
video.
It looked natural
I
to
looked
me.
at the video.
Mhm.
This ain't about being no Democrat or Republican. This is about what's right and what's wrong.
That's
and
right.
It's time for all Americans, including Black America, to stand up for what's right and stop it with this foolishness. They are making us all look like we are fools. We don't have a mind.
Yeah.
We don't know how to act.
Like your animals
and we're not savages and we're not animals.
That's
now,
right.
I know a lot of you young people feel like you got a sense of entitlement.
Mm-hmm.
They done told you can do what you want to because they made you victims. They made you feel like you were slaves and you don't even realize you were born free on this country. You didn't come over here on no slave ship and you didn't cross no doggone border.
That's right.
But you're too ignorant to realize it.
Mm-hmm.
And now look. And then you think we supposed to stand up for you talking about no justice, no peace. I'm sorry, that man needed some peace because he was being attacked by that black boy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, y'all don't want me to use race, right? He was, okay, I'll take it out. He was being attacked by this boy who was acting like a thug. Oh, is that too harsh?
Oh.
You all upset about that too?
Mm-hmm.
Is you upset about that?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're going to be mad at Diamond. You're going to be mad at your Aunt Diamond and your Auntie Silk and your sisters and your cousins. Because you know what? I don't think we need mental health facilities. I think we need accountability. We need people to hold people accountable for their actions.
Mm-hmm.
Now, had I been in the store and the girl or whoever couldn't afford chips, I would have given her the extra change for the potato
what she needed, right?
All right. That's
Mm-hmm.
just me.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the auntie in me, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. But you got to have a level head.
That's
you
right.
can't be jumping off, acting like no fool, trying to beat up everybody, trying to destroy people's store,
That's
and
right.
think somebody gonna advocate and stand up, talk about no justice, no peace for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't how this works.
And I'm also looking at the fact that the guy, the black gentleman, he looks young.
Yes.
And the white gentleman, he looked older. Okay.
Right. He was 50-year-old. Listen, the black guy, I think he was in his 30s.
Okay.
The older gentleman, I think he was 51 years old.
Okay. So when I saw the black guy push I don't know their names, and so that's why I'm now saying black and white. Mm-hmm. So when I saw the black guy push the white guy down in the seat, I thought of my own father. Mm-hmm. I thought of somebody. I thought of even myself.
Right.
Okay. Because first off, you're not going to why are you disrespecting your elders?
But you disrespect because you have no respect
for yourself.
See, when you respect yourself, you're not going to go into people's stuff and destroy it. Let me tell you something. This is why you should never accept all of these freebies from the government.
That's right.
You need to work hard and get it for yourself.
Yep.
And then you will respect your stuff. And when you respect your stuff,
you're
going to respect other people's stuff.
Yeah.
The one thing about our parents, if they saw us destroying somebody else's stuff, mother and them will go off and you got the beat down. You know
that's
why?
Right.
Because if you destroy their stuff, you'll destroy my stuff.
Yeah.
We was taught you don't destroy your stuff.
Your stuff.
A lot of these young people hadn't been taught.
Right.
A lot of the parents party with their children. Mom and daddy didn't party with us.
No.
They beat the heck out of you.
That's right.
They didn't play with you by how they raised you.
That's right. And see, if you are a worker and you know what a worker feel like, you would not have attacked that worker.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
If you get up off your behind you work. But you sitting up there want to be a thug. You want to be all thugged out. You want to show off in front of your girlfriend. Now you ain't here no more. But she's somewhere walking around, still with no money to buy some potato chips.
Well, she might need a shirt, sell that shirt.
Yeah.
That
so
expensive shirt.
And I got to call this out. You all get mad at your diamond and your silk. Oh, you're throwing your race up under the bus. No, I'm trying to make my race aware. You want to know why stuff keep happening? You are allowing it to happen.
Yeah.
You don't walk up in nobody's store with no sense of entitlement. Like you can just go and take their stuff and then start bullying them because you feel disrespected. And you about didn't even brush your teeth that morning. You about didn't even brush your teeth and wash your behind that morning. Talking about you feel disrespected. We feel disrespected. We feel disrespected as Americans to see other Americans acting like savages and acting like animals and acting like they ain't used to nothing. Oh, y'all mad with me, huh? Oh, my black brothers and sisters, you mad? Well, I'm going to tell you what mama used to tell me. You mad, scratch your tail and get glad. Somebody need to tell you, because Oprah won't tell you. Iyanla won't tell you. Steve Harvey won't tell you. D.L. Hewley won't tell you. But Diamond and Silk are going to tell you and tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you like the auntie would. I'm going to tell you like my cousin would. I'm going to tell you like if I was your sister. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not going to sit up and lie to y'all. That's the problem. You've been lied to. Yeah. A lot of you all are dying because you've been lied to. Yep. And you believe the lie. That's right. We can do what we want to do.
You don't have a respect for authority no more. You don't have respect for your mother, your father. You don't have respect for the elderly. You don't have no respect for even life, for human life anymore. Everything you think is just a game to you.
You think it's funny.
You think it's funny. You think it's a game. And because you don't have the morals, the respect anymore, and you think you could just go up into somebody's place of business, go into any place of business and bully somebody into getting what you think you're supposed to have.
Because you felt disrespect.
No. Those days are over.
Honey, you have some respect. You want somebody to respect you, respect your own self.
That's right. Start with yourself.
Start in the morning by getting up, washing your behind, and then having you a good breakfast.
That's right.
That's what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Be level-headed. Mm-hmm. Instead of being high on this stuff, this dope, eat you some nutritional food. So when you go up in the store, you'll know.
That's right. That's right. And it's also time for these parents to step in and start raising these children.
Right.
It's time for you to start raising these children, because what gives this guy the audacity to think that he could just go behind a counter and bully somebody over a bag of chips?
Listen, his life is
gone.
For ego. That's your ego.
Yeah.
Whenever you go in there and you want to flex and you want to get vouted, baby, you operating out of ego. Not with your brain, but out of ego. And your ego got you killed. These people are about half scared.
Yeah, that's right.
They don't want to hurt people. I'm that worker. You can't tell me he got up and he said, you know what, I'm going to hurt somebody today. He got up, went to work to do his job. You came up in there because of a bag of potato chips. I guess because, and this is my own words, you probably felt disrespect.
Yeah. Please. I like how Peaches 1950 said, I know my grandson when I got here got in my face and I got right up there and said, you just don't touch me. Let me tell you something,
Peaches. Listen, let me tell with these the sense of entitlement that you think you can step to an adult. And you can't even pay a bill. You can't even pay your own food bill. You have to be dependent on the government, and you step into somebody.
Don't even know how to write a check.
Girl, bye.
Yeah.
No. Listen, somebody is gonna have to say it because everybody is so scared because we don't want to offend the Black race. We don't want to offend the Black community, but nobody is being told the truth about our Black youth and what's happening to them. And if they're going to be the future, not our Black youth, but all of our youth, this indoctrination of sense of entitlement, you think you can go in and mess up somebody's property. Listen, I got so many videos of my Black brothers and sisters going in, walking in places, messing up people's stuff, you all. I can't even play it in our 1 hour show because there's so much of it.
When they show you on TV, when you see those little video clips of people going into the store, running out with clothes and all of this different stuff, I see Black faces.
Right.
That's what I see.
So I
don't see no white faces.
I can't blame this on the white man when I see y'all out there doing it.
That's right.
How you want me to be on your side? And you up there acting a fool like that, going into these establishments, acting like you crazy, like you ain't used to nothing, laughing like it's funny. This ain't funny. Oh, absolutely not.
Nope,
absolutely
not gonna have that.
So listen, this is what happened, and I want y'all to know that this is like a Jim Crow 2.0.
I'm not afraid of my young around my house. Well, my shoes make corner. Honey, let me tell you, don't be afraid of your children. Don't be afraid to raise your children. Period.
And this is what the guy said. Somebody said, y'all saying this like this man was a Black American. when he's an immigrant. He has an immigrant background. I don't care what kind of background he
He's
went
a
to work. That
human
he's a human
being.
He went to work that day, minding his business. That boy should not have been behind the counter.
That's right.
What were you doing in that man's space? You don't. They have the counters locked behind like that, so you won't come back. That counter is not an open invitation for you to go and invite yourself to somebody's behind.
That's right.
Now, somebody should have taught you at an early age. You don't go invite yourself to nobody.
That's right.
Because you don't know how this may end up. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
Then somebody tried to justify it because I'm on the feed. Because I know they over here listening. Hey. I know they over here listening. Then somebody tried to justify it. Let me see what they said. Let me get to it, you all. Because they'd be bad at diamond and silk. Oh, that diamond and silk. Somebody tried to justify it as if the one that was upset about the bag of chips, it was self-defense for him. No.
Oh no!
As soon as he walked his behind that counter, how is that self-defense?
That's right.
Come on, cause sleep. You know I'm older. Your auntie is older. Can you explain to me how that was self-defense? Can you explain to me?
Yeah. Yeah. Just knowing, just when you walked behind the counter to attack or push the other person, that self-defense ended right there. There was no such thing as self-defense.
And then somebody said it's New York. They're trying to intimidate law-abiding citizens out of defending themselves. So you mean to, and I believe it.
Yeah.
So y'all need to talk to your governor and your mayor. So you mean to tell me that people can't defend themselves and the criminals can run amok on law-abiding citizens that get up and go to work every day and mind their business and trying to do right?
That's what a lot of these liberal states are, cities and states are trying to implement, Diamond. They're trying to make it look like it is okay for you to go destroy somebody's property as long as it's less than $999. You can get away with it. We're not going to lock you up. That's okay for you to do. They're trying to do that. And then when you try to defend yourself, oh, no, we're going to get you now because you had no business defending yourself.
Right. No, that's wrong. That's wrong. And somebody's going to have the guts and the courage to call it out. Instead of looking the other way, oh, that's what's happening to our society. And I know that we shouldn't highlight things. We should highlight good things and not bad things. But I don't think that this man should be arrested. I think that they need to free this man and leave this man alone, because to me, this was clearly self-defense. Now, if you all have any questions or whatever, put them on out there, because, Diamond and Silk, y'all may think we wrong about it, but And there's a lot of people that can't believe that they are agreeing with us. But if you get out of your feelings and stop believing what the influencers tell you and just look at us as people, as just Diamond and Silk, it'll be a lot of things that you'll be like, you know what, y'all right about.
That's right.
Y'all right about.
And that's how a lot of people stay stuck in the rut that they're in, because they don't want to think outside of the black box, think outside of the box, think outside of the little circle that they've been in. And sometimes if you could just think outside and hear it from a different perspective, you'll find out we are more alike than different.
And then another thing is, why is it that some of you all try to deflect on something else when we call out the obvious or when we call out the truth? Because somebody wrote, well, what about someone who says they could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue? That don't have a damn thing to do with this black boy going in, attacking this bodega worker behind the dog on counter. And he even got himself killed.
But if you're on Fifth Avenue and you're standing there and somebody attacked you, you have a right to defend yourself.
That's right. Yeah. So no, I'm not going to be, I just listen, I can't go along with the foolery. Now y'all get Steve Harvey and them to go along with you and put up with that. I'm not, your auntie Diamond and Silk, your sisters ain't going to do that. I'm going to have to tell you the naked, nasty, low down, gutter written truth.
So I'm reading this one particular comment. Somebody said, I hate myself today because I actually agree with y'all. never again. So here is my deal. What is wrong with us being able to agree as human beings, as American citizens, when it comes down to something right or wrong?
Right.
Why do we have to have this particular stance or be labeled a particular way in order to agree with something?
Right.
Where y'all do that at? I thought this was the United States of America. Okay? So why would you hate yourself for seeing something that was done wrong and agreeing with somebody that said it was wrong with what somebody did?
There are people out there, Sil, that I do not agree with politically. But if they say something that's right, they right about that.
Then they right.
And I call it, y'all right about that.
Yeah. I mean, just like Middle. Is that what's in it? Mittler, whatever her name is, said that she did a tweet there concerning women basically being replaced and so forth. But here's my deal. I agree with her to a certain extent, even though we're not of the same political ideology, but it didn't make me sick to agree with her. I was just shocked that she was talking differently from her liberal counterparts. I was just shocked at that, but totally agreed with her. And so people, we got to learn how to first agree to disagree when we have a disagreement. And there's nothing wrong with us all being on the same page when it comes down to right and comes down to wrong. Now, these same individuals, I wish that they could man and woman up where we can really have an open discussion, because I would love to ask them, have your life gotten better within the last 2 years since Biden has been in office versus whenever President Trump was the president and you was able to at least get a job?
Well, here's the deal. For some of these here young people that's walking up in these stores doing what they want to, they may feel like their life has gotten better because they think they have a license to go take what they want, intimidate and manipulate people. And until this guy right here that put these raccoons in the thread and it was his name. I don't even want to give his name, so I won't give him no play.
Right, I got you.
Use another coon.
That's right.
Use another coon and you're the reason why our black youth act the way they do. And what happens when our black youth come and hit your black behind in the head?
That's right.
You see, if you don't stop this, what happens when they come rob you?
That's right.
When they come in your house and destroy
your stuff. That's right.
What happens? I don't give a damn if it's a bag of chips or if it's a little marble. You don't have no right to touch nobody's stuff and destroy no stuff. And don't walk your behind in no store if you don't have the money. If you get there and you don't have enough money, get up out them people's stores.
Get out the store. You should have known that before you walked in the store if you had enough money to buy a bag of chips. But see, when you have dumb individuals like this that come along to do this is what I call a troll, because they don't have absolutely nothing to add to the conversation.
Listen, he's been on Twitter since 2009 with 10,000 followers. But I'm not even going
to. They have nothing to add to the conversation.
Right. He liked this kind of
That's
foolishness.
right.
But when somebody come hit your behind upside the head and take and steal your stuff, and it's somebody your skin color because you wouldn't speak out and tell them the truth, then what you gonna do? Because I won't be advocating for you. Put a coon picture up. Put a coon.
Well, when you look at his photo, he looked like a coon. I like how this person said this. He said it's sad that a life was taken, but I think this falls under the category of play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Law-abiding citizens are getting fed up with criminals thinking that they can just handle people any way they want to without fear of retribution. Period.
This here white woman said, this lady looked white. She said, this is probably the first and last thing you guys have ever said that I can agree with. The only thing ever. Well, you a sad, sick, Lily-Mae individual.
Yeah.
You need to listen to us more. And that's another thing. Some of these white liberals think they can say whatever they want to a diamond and silk. You can't. I just ain't got around to hurting your feelings because I know how to stick it in you, twist it, and bring you down. I don't want to hurt your little feelings. So go on somewhere. We're talking about the youth in this country, and I'm specifically talking about our black youth because there's too many videos out there where they're going in, destroying people's property, taking people's stuff, and they think this is okay, and it is not.
It's not.
Somebody has got to tell you all the truth. Because we are not savages. When you do that as the young people, they vote us all in together thinking all of us is crazy
it's
like
the same
this.
way.
And
That's
we're
right.
not.
That's right. That's right.
And some of these white liberals love stuff. While you destroy your community and destroy your local store, they done went back to their big old beautiful homes with their picket fences and with their little well manicured lawns, and they got nice stores with fruits and vegetables in it.
Do you know that there's a lot of white liberals that hate Diamond and Silk because we are here to call out the obvious, and they don't want us to actually help other people that may be immoral, and to even let them see their own faults? They don't want us to point that out to people.
Because they like it, you all. Some people love the chaos, the confusion, the sin is here, because guess what? They exploit it.
That's right.
They exploit it. They make money off of it. They make money off the culture. This is what they do. And so who's going to tell the story? Who's going to let these young people know that, oh, hey, right, in this instance, you're wrong.
That's right.
You're wrong right here, baby. You can't do this right here. You can't do no stuff like this. And if nobody sit these young people down and let them know the error of their ways, we're not going to have a country.
That's right.
Pretty soon you'll be walking up in my stuff trying to do some stuff like that.
Right.
Then what?
And I'm trying to tell you, and I mean, all I can say is that people really, we all going to have to really take a stand and wake up and see what's going on and teach our children. You do not have a sense of entitlement. You don't get to disrespect people. You don't get to disrespect people's space. Period.
You don't get to do that. And they think that they get to do it. Somebody said, what kind of people pay the trolls? Let me tell you something. All of our conversation, especially when we have it on the 3 major platforms, these social media platforms, there are paid trolls on here to sway
That's right.
To sway a decision, to
sway the conversation, to make the people think that the masses think that it is okay to actually do go into somebody's business and destroy it.
And these are the people that want to keep us in chaos and confusion. Because remember now, they love watching this mess on TV.
Right.
They love putting videos out where they see Black people acting like savages and can't control themselves and don't have money to buy a bag of chips. The embarrassing thing is not having enough. Why? Being dependent. And then don't have enough, and Biden couldn't even come help you out.
Honey,
why didn't you pick up the phone and call Biden for the extra few cents?
For your, because it looked like that bastard is sending a lot of our stuff overseas. Period. Hey, you all, I'm just going to take a small little intermission and tell you all, don't forget to go to diamondandsilkstore.com. That's diamondandsilkstore.com. We have the bumper stickers there on sale, 2 for $9.99. It took 2,000 mules to install one jackass. You all love that particular saying and you wanted it in a bumper sticker, so we got it for you. 2 for $9.99. You can go to diamondandsilkstore.com.
Right. Oh, thank you, Silk. So yeah, y'all have to talk. Y'all, look, I have to talk about this, and I don't want to see a life lost, right? But if these young people don't get it together, it's gonna be a lot of young life lost, because people ain't gonna be sitting up fooling with you all and y'all messing up their stuff. People ain't gonna be sitting up fooling with you all and y'all going in messing up their stuff and you thinking it's cute. This is not cute, y'all.
That's right. I like how somebody said, you fight back, you get charged like the Bodega worker. Am I saying that name right?
Bodega, whatever his name.
You stand back and let them at you. You end up in a hospital like the workers in New York. In either case, the people have a right to defend themselves. If you live in a blue state, get out now. Somebody is recommending that they get out now.
Somebody said they can't stand us and called us the HOs. Well, why do you be on our feed?
That was going to be another question.
You can't stand us because you know you don't have a comeback. You know we telling the truth. You probably one of the ones out there reaping havoc on other people's businesses. And if you don't stop it, you're going to be just like this boy.
Yeah, that's right.
That's why you can't stand us.
That's right. And see, when you want to call me a hoe,
that's right,
I can call you a hobo. And let me tell you how. Because see, you have been here allowing the Democrat Party to pimp you out just like a hooker,
That's
just
right.
like a slut. You've been going along just to get along. You don't even know about your own constitutional rights, that you walking around here thinking that you're living in a world of democracy where a group of people can tell you what to do, because they want you to think that you don't have your own mind for you to be able to think for your own self.
Wait a minute. They think they living in some of my black brothers and sisters think that this is really a democracy, and they think they out here fighting for democracy, not realizing that if we really become a democracy, they're gonna probably be the first one they march up
behind right
out of here, because really you're not gonna be part of the majority. You still gonna be the minority, because you know they coerce you to kill your little babies,
killing up your offspring,
and kill up your offspring.
That's right.
They tell you to go. You can walk up and you're a victim. You ain't never been no slave, don't know nothing about it. Then you the main one asking for some reparation. Ain't never worked for nothing, won't even get up and brush your teeth and comb your hair.
Ain't even put nothing in the system.
They ain't talking about we need some reparation. What? Listen. I'm here to tell y'all the truth. And don't ask me to lie for you, because I'm not gonna be able to do it. I'm not gonna be able to lie for you all.
Yep. Yep.
And stop saying this is one of the few times that we will ever be able to agree. When you listen to Diamond Silk, you're gonna be like, you know what? I agree with a lot of stuff they saying, because a lot of stuff they saying, they make sense.
That's right.
You've allowed the media to make you turn on your sisters, because we didn't never turn on you. You turned on us.
Right.
Because it was different for you.
That's
because
right.
You weren't used to us being on the plantation,
right,
waiting on massa to hand you crumbs.
Yeah,
that girl didn't have enough money on her car, because she was waiting on massa to hand her some crumbs,
put her some pennies on there for some chips,
for some potato chips,
for some
doggone
chips.
You shouldn't have even been eating no potato chips, which is high in calories, high in carbs, probably got your blood sugar up.
Yeah, and for the ones that said can't stand these hoes, your whole ass is here listening to us. So what did that make you? Okay. Yeah. See, if you don't want to be here, you don't want to hear the truth from us, or hear our truth the way we see it, you can go somewhere else. Right. But as long as you hear, what you're not going to do is disrespect us, degrade us, character assassinate us. That's not going to happen with Diamond and Silk. We're going to call you out, period.
And we're going to call out the truth.
That's right.
And if y'all don't like it, what y'all gonna do? I don't know what you go.
Well, you can go somewhere else.
Because I don't need you to be my friend.
No, we're not asking you to be our friend.
And I never asked you to like me. But you better pay attention, because today it was that guy. Tomorrow it can be you.
That's right.
It could have been your store.
It could have been your mother. It could have been your father. It could have been your relative. Period.
You don't do no mess like that. Okay, for this here girl. It figures like two chicken heads don't know the actual reason the man went into the store confronting the bodega worker. He didn't have no right going in the store confronting nobody over a bag of 35 cents. How much is chips? A potato chip.
Period. He didn't have no
people right. Got a problem.
That's right. You don't get no right to go into somebody's face.
Who the heck do you think you are?
Think you can confront somebody because you don't like this and you don't like that? See, them liberals done taught your behind wrong. They done made your ass write a check that it ain't gonna be able to cash.
Then she gonna go on and say facts matter. It wasn't over the woman not being able to pay. Maybe use your bull or something platform to tell efforts not to react and to approach situations like adults. Well, how adult did you want the bodega worker to be? Because he was behind the counter ringing out people, and this boy walked behind the counter. What did you expect a bodega worker to do? Sit there and get beat to a bloody pulp, and then he get killed? You young people got this
y'all
twisted.
Got it
all wrong. You think it's all about you, and you don't even realize ain't none of this about your dumb behind. You behind, if y'all don't get it together, a lot of you all gonna be in some early grades.
That's right. Now
and
that's the truth.
And that's the truth.
But no, that's the truth.
You're going to be in some early grade, because ain't nobody going to be sitting up letting you pounce on them, and destroy their property and stuff.
Yeah, you can't do that. You better go back and talk to Big Mama. You know
that's
you're wrong.
How we were raised.
That's right.
Certain things, you don't you don't do no mess like that. So I'm going to call it out.
That's right.
And I agree with somebody that I probably wouldn't agree with politically. The girl that summons that guy to go in there she should be charged with something.
Well,
because you got that guy killed.
Mm-hmm.
You surely do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep,
Got
you
somebody
should be charged
thinking
with
you
something
walking
too.
around here, you still got milk behind your ears, on your tongue, and
Can't
thinking
even
that
work.
you
Ain't
can't
put no money in the system. Don't even own nothing. And I feel disrespect.
You don't even know what the hell respect is.
Girl.
If you did, you wouldn't have had your black ass behind that damn counter.
No.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I have to comment. And I know some of you get so upset. Oh, well, Diamond and Silk.
They have to get unset.
Please don't.
Because we're not going to stop calling it out. It is what it is.
Don't throw. And I'm not throwing the black race under the bus. And not all black people act like this. Let me point that out. So if you think that all black people are savages, that's just like me saying, well, all white people are racist. Mm-hmm. That will be a lie.
That's right.
So when you all see this stuff, don't think all of us
are the same. That's right. I'm throwing the evil ideology under the bus. Right. The one that think that you have the sense of entitlement to be able to go and do that. Mm-hmm. No, you don't.
You don't have. That's right.
When I see y'all behinds all in the streets blocking traffic, you're gonna block the wrong highway. Uh-huh. Somebody gonna be in their car, got to go to the bathroom real bad.
That's right.
And gonna run your ass right on over.
Go. That's right. You all gonna have to get this together.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so sad that in the community, nobody is standing up telling the truth.
Right.
But what they do is they exploit your pain and make money off of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you want to call your sisters grifters. No, your real grifters is the one you give your money to. That exploit your pain mm-hmm. and keep you insane in the membrane doing ignorant things.
That's right.
That's your grifter, boo.
Uh-huh.
You better know who you giving your attention to. That's what you better know.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I got to kind of say, honey, I didn't mind coming on here telling you today.
Oh, yes.
I didn't mind coming on here telling you today. I didn't mind. Yes, mm-hmm. yes. So you have to get it together.
Mm-hmm.
And if I see something that don't look right, I'm going to call
You're going to call it out.
Your sisters, your cousins. You can call us your accountability partners.
Yeah, I like that one.
Accountability partners. Go call it out. We're going to hold you accountable.
That's right.
For your actions. Mm-hmm. For your actions. Because you should know better. You should know better. If you're 30 years old, you should know better. You should know how to conduct yourself when you walk your behind up mm-hmm. in the store.
Yeah.
And if you don't have the money, stay out of those people's stores.
Mm-hmm.
And if you go in there and you feel disrespected, then maybe you don't have no respect for yourself. Walk out the store and say, hey, am I respecting myself enough? Because if you walking around
mm-hmm.
in society like everybody disrespecting you, that's because you about don't have no respect for yourself.
Let me try to tell you.
It's a reflection of you.
That's right.
You only put out what you gonna get back
what you put out. That's right. That's
mm-hmm.
right. Never thought I agree with these dumbasses, but here we are. So what does that make your dumbass
mm-hmm.
for being here with us?
Come on.
See, you all. It's one thing to be able to have a conversation, a mature conversation, but maturity and morals have truly gone out the window. Why can't we have a conversation without having to call somebody a name?
Well, see, when you call out names or when you call people names,
mm-hmm.
it's a deflection.
Yes.
You don't have a comeback.
That's
because
right.
Because you know you're wrong
mm-hmm.
and we're going to have to get you right.
That's right.
Because you can't defend this. How you going to defend this right here?
Mm-hmm.
That boy walked behind the counter. And black people, some of you going to have to stop doing all of this thuggish mess.
That's right.
You always into some
mm-hmm.
foolishness.
Mm-hmm.
Always got to commit some kind of little criminal,
yep.
some kind of crime.
Yep.
And then want to know why things happen.
Right. Yeah. You're going to stop all this intimidation, all of this bullying, thinking that you got a right to go and just bust somebody upside the head.
Yeah.
You're going to stop that because what you're going to do, you're going to meet your maker. Okay? You're going to hit the wrong doggone person and that person's going to turn around and hit your ass back.
This is going to happen.
That's what's going to happen.
This is going to happen. Look, I'm trying to warn you.
Yep. You've been warned.
We're saving some of your lives.
That's right.
Because Some of you don't know no better.
Mm-hmm.
Some of you didn't have the raising that we had.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not throwing you under the bus. That's just how society set it up.
Yep.
They set it up where to take the daddies out of the home.
Come on.
You could blame those Democrats for that.
Mm-hmm.
They set it up to get rid of the two-parent home and to put everything in place for you to become the creator of your own demise. So you can pick and choose what you want.
That's right.
Some of you all are walking around here out of your mind.
Out of your doggone mind.
And don't know how to act.
Mm-hmm.
So you overreact on little baseless things.
That's right. Just
on some potato chips. Girl.
And they probably downsized the chips to save money. It's just like, look,
over some potato chips, you get mad. You feel a little disrespected.
And you just think you could just go in and bully
Why
people?
didn't you go home and make your own chips?
That's right. Well, they probably couldn't afford no potatoes.
And my thing is, if you got a food stamp card and that food got the last, you got to start buying food, cook it up.
That's right.
Because what you doing going to buy some potato chips with a food stamp card? That stuff should be for nutritional stuff. Chips is not nutritional. That's a snack food. You know how I get. And see, I'm a mother, y'all. So I'm going to give it to you from the mother way, the auntie way. I'm going to give it to you from all of those ways. I sure am. And I don't care about y'all getting mad. Y'all always get mad at her.
Oh, you know what you can do.
But you ain't going to do nothing but come back over here. Let me go see it.
Go see what they got.
Let me hear what they got.
How about they join us tonight?
Join us tonight, Diamond and Silk Chit Chat Live on Frank's Speech.
That's right.
But we're going to be talking about some important stuff for some of you all that has things have happened when it comes to what's going on out here in this world. People are passing away in their sleep and stuff. Join us tonight, Diamond and Silk, on Chit Chat Live, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. And
we're also going to stream live here on Getter as well tonight.
Right.
9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. We'll be streaming live right here. So you can come back and hear what else we have to say. Go get your mama, your daddy, your sisters, your brothers, your auntie. Get them all. Get the dogs and the cats if you want to. And let me tell you something, especially with what we do. I am not down to people that's on food stamps. Oh, Lord, no.
Sure. But what I'm saying with these young people, use your head. And if you get food stamps, if you have to get food stamps for your babies, then you're going to have to make that last.
Right.
And buying potato chips and candy and soda pop ain't going to do it.
Right.
You better get over there. You better buy some fruit, some vegetables, some beans, some rice, and cook up some food. So these youngins, I know that's a country word,
youngins,
but these youngins to have something to eat. Then you don't have to run to the corner store trying to find a bag of chips. Now, that's just my own thing that I'm just putting in there.
That's right. That's right. People, you know, I looked at how the young people, this is young people, period. I don't care what color you are. This is young people acted like damn fools for the last 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
Especially for the last 2 years. And people ignored it or looked the other way. But now people are tired of it. People are fed up with it. And it's like, where do it end? It's going to have to end somewhere because you're going to stop disrespecting people.
The only way it can end is when you call it out. A lot of people are unaware. A lot of these young people are unaware because society, influencers have made it okay for them to disrespect.
That's
the
right.
federal government has made it okay. Whenever you got a state government telling you you can go in and steal up to $900 worth of stuff and we not gonna do nothing.
Right.
You got people that's not level-headed, that's on that ooh-wee, that eat sugar all day, go in and challenge the system. And they don't challenge it, they go do it. And they walk up in these stores and steal up to $900 because they know they're not gonna get arrested.
Not only that, with the bail reform, when a person do something, then they're out within 10 or 15 minutes back out on the street to do the same thing. First off, that's even disrespecting the system.
That's disrespecting
period.
The system.
So if you want to talk about, I look at Hochul talking about taking away the guns and putting all of these measures in place for law-abiding citizens to make it harder for them to even obtain a gun. But you allowing these criminals to get right back out, come back out on the streets to do what? Commit a crime. They're not going to follow no law.
When they start putting measures like that in place, you got people that have an ignorant mindset, and ignorant means just unlearn, feel like, oh, we can go, this is our time to take advantage of the system.
Right.
It's just like whenever there's a protest You better believe there's going to be some looting and some stealing.
Yeah.
And who do you see mostly doing that?
Well,
My
sorry.
black brothers and sisters,
young
black
yeah.
our young black brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
You be right in it. You think that you can go in and steal.
The left calls those black people white supremacists. I call them black supremacists.
Right.
But the left wants you to want to call them white supremacists. Right. No, these are black people that I see doing the stealings. When they was talking about all of these different crimes against the Asians, against this one and that one, they said it was white supremacists, but I guess the white supremacists was in blackface because I saw a lot of black people going up to innocent people, just knocking them the hell out. And that's wrong.
All of that's wrong, you all. And I cannot be on your side when you're wrong.
No.
I will call you out. And it does not mean I'm throwing you under the bus. It means I'm calling you to the light. I'm calling you to the light and making you aware.
Right.
What you are doing is wrong.
That's right.
My darling.
What you're doing is wrong.
You're going to have to make some changes. Like you're going to have to change. You're going to have to stop overreacting over nothing. Over nothing, you all.
Yeah. And see, if you're here listening to us, you're here for a reason. You're here for a reason. If it's nothing but for us to save your life so that you will know that people are sick and tired of you being thuggish, being a thug and all thugged out, being disrespectful. People are sick and tired of it.
Somebody said anyone who steals is not your brother or sister. Let me tell you something. You got to understand, and I want all of my brothers and sisters, whether you white, black, pinstripe, polka dot, or plaid, to understand what we see happening with our youth is indoctrination.
Right.
They want them to be victims. It started in the school systems, wanting them to be victims. You can go do this. You won't be able to learn this. You won't be able. That's what this is.
Right.
I call everybody my brothers and sisters because I want them to get it. So somebody don't get it when they listen. They be like, you know what, they right. I'm not going to do that.
Exactly.
So I'm not throwing nobody under the bus.
Right.
Let's get people. I'm gonna meet you where you are. Tell you wrong.
That's right.
And then let's see how you move.
And when you make the decision, if you make the wrong decision, you're gonna have to suffer the consequences.
I'm gonna talk about
period. And I'm gonna say, brother, you made the wrong decision. Sister, you should have made the right choice.
That's right.
Period.
So I don't want to throw nobody under the bus. I want to talk to people like they are human beings. But I got to tell you about your nasty air and your nasty way.
They got to know that they're human beings. You're not no animals. You're not no rabbit
you're not
dog.
No victims.
That's right.
Stop
you're not
allowing these people to treat you or make you feel like you are a victim.
That's
you're not a victim, baby. You're victorious.
That's right.
And you're going to act like it. You're going to get your behind up. You're going to clean yourself up, eat you a good breakfast, and not all that sugary stuff. You ain't got to do that every morning.
That's right.
And you're going to go in and conduct yourself like productive citizens here and not like animals.
And, sometimes some people may not even know that they are a brother or sister.
That's right. Or nobody cared enough to say, wait a minute. Your diamond and silk love y'all. And I don't want you out there acting all buck wild and acting like that.
That's right.
Because a life is gone. Somebody else's life is up in despair. And it didn't have to go that way.
That's right.
And don't tell me, oh, well, the Bodega worker shouldn't have done nothing. He about half scared. He about to have seen all the stuff on TV, about half scared of y'all.
Well, all I know is that this black boy went and grabbed him on the shoulder to do something else, and he had to defend. He had to defend himself.
Somebody said we need more positive people out there. So the reason how we get those positive people, by telling the truth, by making people aware. People are not aware of their actions and they just doing stuff like they're out of their mind. You have to tell people. When I was raising my son, I had to tell him. And look, I still tell him, teach him, show him. You have to do that when it comes to these young people until they get it. Because, their prefrontal cortex doesn't develop until they 23, 24. But this guy was 31, so I don't know what he was.
No, this bullying. They thinking they can do this.
You can't,
and you can't just do that. You're gonna meet your maker one day. You can't do that.
Right.
You cannot do it. Period.
And your diamond and silk gonna say something. So for you all don't like us, then soon you will love us.
You'll love us. Come back and listen. We invite you back. We invite you to bring 3-4 more people. Come back and listen to what Diamond and Silk have to say. And you'll realize that what we're doing is talking old natural common sense.
That's right. How we were raised. That's all we're doing.
That's right.
And I don't care. You can be a single mom. You can be a mom in a 2-parent household. Raise your children. This is not the time to be their friend.
Oh, not now.
Not now.
Especially not now.
Raise.
You got to raise them.
Raise them.
You got to
tell them right from wrong.
That's right.
And when you see them messing up, you straighten them out right then and there.
That's right. And for some of you mothers that's out there partying with your children, get your behind back at the house. Okay, give them children a curfew to be home, and they need to be in the house by that time.
Remember, we couldn't get caught with them street lights on.
That's right.
That's how it was.
But see, when you're sitting there and you partying with your children, that's how they can disrespect you.
Somebody say, I'm a pro Dr. King, agenda pro Harriet Tubman. I would never trust Democrats. I'm not asking you to trust Democrats today. It's not even about politics. This is about common sense, right or wrong.
That's right.
I don't want to see. We got to turn this country over to the young people. Can you imagine? So I'm going to have to call it out, y'all.
No, we have to call out what we see. We can't sit back on our hands and just not say nothing. If we would sit back and not say nothing, we won't even be able to live in this country the way we're living now. We got to call it out.
Diamond and Silk, we like your accountability partners. Your accountability sisters.
That's right.
We're going to hold you accountable.
Going to be held accountable.
Because won't nobody else do it, because all these people have done was act a fool and let you act a fool so they can exploit it and make money off of it. Those are the real grippers.
That's right. And they are exploiting.
Okay, we got to get up out of here. So make sure you join us tonight. Diamond and Silk Chit Chat live on frankspeech.com. We also stream right here on Getter. Please make sure you visit mypillow.com. Use promo code Trump1 to receive up to 66% off your entire purchase, and go over there and get you a bumper sticker. It took 2,000 mules to install one jackass. You can get that at diamondandsilkstore.com. Hey, we'll see you all live tonight. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.